Welcome to week 6, question 6. We're looking at the demand function. And it says assume that the demand equation is given by Q equals 13,000 minus 100P. Find the marginal revenue for the given production levels. And there's a hint here. Solve the demand equation for P. So solve the demand equation for P and use R at Q equals Q times P. Okay, so this solve the demand equation for P means we're going to take this equation and we're going to rearrange it for P. So we have Q equals 13,000 minus 100P. So here we're going to subtract Q from here. So we've got 0 is equal to 13,000 minus Q minus 100P. And I'm going to add 100P to each side. 13,000 minus Q. And then I'm going to divide each side by 100 to isolate P. I'm going to have 13,000 minus Q all over 100. Okay, so that's the first part. And then it says use R at Q. The revenue function is Q times P. So we're going to have R at Q is equal to 13,000 minus Q over 100 all times Q. So if we multiply that out, we're going to have R at Q is going to be, let's see, we can divide this, that's 130Q, that's 13,000 divided by 100 times Q, and then we're going to have minus Q squared over 100. Okay. So we now have the revenue function, and now we're asked to find the marginal revenue. And again, marginal means we're going to take the derivative to find the revenue of selling one more item. So we're going to look here, we've got two terms, and basically we have two terms with powers in them. So our marginal revenue, the derivative of 130Q would simply be 130. The derivative of minus Q squared over 100 would be minus 2 over 100Q, or when we reduce that, it's going to be 1 over 50Q. Okay, so we have our marginal revenue function, and the next thing we need to do is solve it at various levels. So we have 2,000 units, 6,500 units, 10,500 units, and so we would be just substituting those values in for Q and solving. So R prime at 2,000 is equal to, so that's 1,000 over 50. Okay, that's going to be 90. R prime at 6,500 will be 0. And R prime at 10,500 is going to equal negative 80. Okay. So we can see that the change in revenue as we sell more product is going to decrease to from 90 to 0 to negative 80.